Hi there, it's Jennifer, and today we're going to talk about and demonstrate how to apply a chemical peel on the eye area safely. The most commonly used acid to get dramatic changes in the eye area is TCA, or trichloroacetic acid. If you're looking to tighten up loose skin, minimize crow's feet, lighten pigmentation, and increase the general firmness of the eye area, then a chemical peel may be just what you need. Now, first things first, warnings and recommendations. Now, if you're prone to fever blisters, pre-treat that with a prescription prior to performing any type of chemical peel, not just an eye one. And if you're dealing with sun damage or have a naturally darker skin tone, pre-treat the area with Fade Bright for 2 weeks or more prior to performing a peel. Now also, keep a bottle of Saline eye wash handy just in case the solution gets into your eyes. Now, this won't happen if you follow the directions I'm going to give you today, but always be prepared just in case. Last one, only do this peel 1 time per month. The skin on the eye area is thinner and we need to be gentler with our treatments. And now, on to the fun part. Let me walk you through the process and demonstrate the application. And remember, you don't have to do your entire eye area as I'm going to demonstrate. If you only have a small area you want to work on, like just crow's feet or just underneath, that's fine. Apply this only where you need to. So let me make sure I have everything I need here. I have my direction card for my eye peel. I have my TCA, 7%, of which I'm going to pour some into a little cup here. I have gauze pads or a Q-tip if you like to use a Q-tip. I have Vaseline or another barrier ointment, whatever you wish. Prep B or 90% alcohol, and then of course cold water and a washcloth for rinsing. I also have our aftercare products from our eye peel kit, of which I'll share with you when to put those on. Now, I have recently washed my eye area, so the first step is to defat the skin. Now let's prepare both eyes at one time. Now I have taken my gauze pad, I have saturated it with Prep B, and I'm going to squeeze it. Squeeze it out so there are no drips, okay? No drips at all. Now I'm going to start, I have to look at my mirror here, I'm going to start just below my brow, go across 1, 2, 3, and then 1 underneath. And it's definitely, it's alcohol-y. And I'm going to do my other eye. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we want to let that dry for a couple of seconds. And I'm going to toss that aside because we won't need that any longer. And now the next step, I'm going to apply a barrier ointment. I'm going to do this right at my lash line and on each corner. And the easiest way to do this is to use a Q-tip. So I'm going to do one on each corner. Dab. I'm going to go across my line. I'm going to go under my line in this one. And I'm going to do it in this eye the same. Corner, corner, go across, and across. Now, what that's doing is that's going to stop the acid from seeping further than where we applied it. We don't want it to seep into your eye, so now we've just made a barrier. Now, next part is we're going to prepare our TCA. Now I have my pad here, and when I say squeeze, we're going to squeeze till there is absolutely nothing coming out. Nothing. I'm going to dry my hands off over here. I'm going to give it another squeeze. Make sure there's nothing. Dry my hands. Now we're going to do one eye at a time. And I want you to close your eye, not squeeze it crazy. We want it just a nice smooth close. And we're gonna start under the brow and work our way down in 3 swipes. And make sure to go out as far as your crow's feet go. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 to where the crow's feet are. And then we're gonna do this 4th one underneath. And now this is especially helpful for dark circles. Now go ahead and keep your eyes closed for 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it takes to let this air dry real quick. It was really quick because we kept it nice and dry. Now it's time to do the second eye. I'm gonna redip, I'm gonna squeeze like crazy, and I'm gonna apply it to this eye. 1, 2, 3, and 4, making sure you get out where your crow's feet are. Now, we're going to wait 5 minutes. And what will happen in 5 minutes is we're allowing the TCA to coagulate the proteins in your skin, and it's just going to turn off. And we can make this the end result of our peel, or after that 5-minute mark, we can decide to apply more layers. Now I'm going to do another layer for you, just to demonstrate one more time. And just keep in mind, we don't suggest you do any more than 2 layers your very first time doing this. Now in the future, you can work up to 5 layers of that 7%, or you can even move up to 1 to 2 layers of our 13% TCA. Now, I'm going to give this a couple of minutes to finalize, and I'm going to put on my next layer. So it's been a few minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and do 1 more layer on each of my eyes. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4 swipes, making sure to get it on our crow's feet as well. So 1, 2, 3, all the way out to those crow's feet, and then 4. And we'll just let that air dry for a few seconds. Get a tiny bit more solution on here and give it a squeeze again. This needs to be squeezed out. No drips at all. No drips, because a drip could drip into your eye. Now we're going to do the next eye. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I really like to get those crow's feet. And just another quick thought, if you have had work done on your eyebrows, let's say there's the tattooing and needling and all this kind of crazy stuff, go ahead and you can put some barrier cream on your eyebrows as well. Now, just a thought, okay, as I'm sitting here, I have 2 layers on, I really don't feel much irritation. I'm not extremely sensitive, but if you are, absolutely feel free to stop at 1 layer. There's no need to apply multiple layers. 1 layer will work just fine. Since I've done this before, this is pretty darn mild for me, I'm gonna do a 3rd layer, just because this is not my first time doing this. So, I'm gonna apply this 1 more time. 1, 2, because I want to get some results here. 3, getting those crow's feet, and then underneath. And since this is so dry, I really don't need to keep my eyes closed this whole time. Now we're gonna move on to the last one on this eye. You can see good. Okay, we go 1, 2, 3, those crow's feet, and underneath. All right, and I'm gonna toss this aside. And this is my 3rd layer, so I'm gonna wait 5 minutes. And when my 5 minutes is done, I'm gonna rinse well. Now, after our final 5 minutes, we're gonna get some nice cold water, keep our eyes closed, and rinse our eye area well for about a minute or so. We need to remove all of the peel solution. Now this would be much easier, obviously, if I was at home over a sink, but I'm gonna do my best here for you. Get some more clean water. I just want to get that all off. more time. Make sure there's nothing left behind. Now, my eyes don't look red or anything. Yours may look a little bit pink. Every way is perfectly normal. We're all different. Now you can just let your skin air dry for a couple of seconds, or you can pat it dry with a towel. Now, if you have our eye peel kit, you can now apply 1 to 2 drops of our Matrixy Synthe 6 solution. This is 35%, and this is going to help to stimulate even more collagen growth in your skin than the TCA is doing. So this is going to be very helpful. Just go ahead, dab that on there. Just real gently. Let it sit for a minute or so to dry. And then next, I'm going to apply a tiny dab of our luminosity. And what this is a very high percentage of vitamin A. So it's super beneficial to get that vitamin A deep into your skin immediately following a chemical peel. So I'm going to do this. Just get a little bit on there. Perfect. Now, if you would like, if you feel you need more hydration, especially if you're at home, you're not going out for the day, you can follow this with our emu oil or our Essentials Healing Blend. And this will give you more hydration. They're both excellent with anti-inflammatory properties, and they'll help your eyes feel great. Now, if you don't have our eye peel kit, just apply something healing and soothing like emu oil or something of that nature. So now we're complete. It was that simple. So here's what you can expect next. Your eyes may possibly swell a bit if you're very, very sensitive. If that happens, a cool compress is exactly what you need. Wrap some peas in a washcloth or just get an ice cold pack, wrap it, and set it on your eyes for a little bit. That will help to bring down any inflammation. That's why this is probably best to do it in the evening time. Now, another excellent product would be emu oil, or another anti-inflammatory oil would be perfect. Now, over the course of the next few days, your eye area will become dry. It could possibly become darker too. And all that is the dead skin getting ready to come off. Keep your eye area hydrated. Generally, I have noticed that you don't really see big peeling flakes on the skin. Not like you would if you did a face peel, but you'll definitely see how dry the eye area is. And the best way to get this off very, very gently is when you're washing your face with a washcloth. Just be very gentle as you go across the eye area. In about 7 days' time, you're going to notice that all the dead skin is gone and your eyes are going to be very smooth. You may even notice that they look better immediately, but generally, for long-term results, it will take a bit of time. TCA has been shown to continually stimulate collagen in the skin for up to 8 months. So you're going to notice over the course of the next few months, your skin getting better and better and better. Now, continue using anti-aging products such as our Matrixy Synthe 6 and something hydrating like our platinumized restoration therapy 2 times per day for best results. You see how simple that was? Do you still have questions? We are always here to help you. Just reach out to us. Have a great day.